Good evening, everybody. It's a Friday evening and I've got another little video for you. Really quick one. It's just to show you the cardigan stroke coat thing that I got off eBay that I mentioned in my previous video. It arrived today, so I just thought I would show you it. You'll have to excuse me because I'm running on 4 hours sleep and got no makeup on. I don't think I even brushed my hair this morning. I just took it out of the messy bun that I'd gone to bed in and then just put it back, re-scraped it back up again to try and tidy it a bit. But yeah, this is me, just no makeup and clothes thrown on, so please excuse the way I look. But yeah, I didn't get very good sleep last night. I had about 4 hours and my gardener came today. Did kind of like, I suppose you'd call it just like a winter, just a final winter cut. Basically, two of them came and did the entire front garden and back garden and just worked through and just blitzed. And they basically, did they call it scratching? I think they call it scratching, which is where you basically take all the ground back and you weed it all, clear down anything that's grown too thick. You sort of like pare it all back. You get out all the weeds. You give everything a real healthy cut right back down to the very base. Tidied up all of my shrubs, gave them a bit of shaping. My wisteria was out of control on my pergola, so that all got a big haircut. And yeah, just gave everything some definition really. And there's actually gaps in my border now, whereas before it was all just this one big merged mess. Now there's actual defined plants and shrubs, and yeah, there's some definition there and some actual bare earth. So I've now got space where I can see what's gonna, because everything's, I'm not gonna start planting stuff now because it's the wrong time of year, but because there's now gaps, when spring comes, I'll be able to see what actually comes through, because you forget what you've got half the time. And obviously I've moved into a very established, well, a property that had a very established old garden, and things are just, he discovered a hydrangea today. I didn't even know I had it. I had it in there. He said to me, oh, your hydrangea, I've given that a cut back, and it's now been freed from the shrubs that were strangling it. And I was like, what hydrangea? I didn't know I had one, because I actually bought a hydrangea 2 years ago, little baby one, and it started dying off because I think the frost got to it, and the leaves went all wilted, and they just go all like floppy. And they almost look like how spinach goes when it's wilted in boiling water. And I looked it up, and everyone on the forums and that online were basically saying that frost has gotten to it. That's it. But my neighbours are quite good with his plants and stuff, and he said if the actual stem is still alive, he said cut all of the floppy frost gotten leaves off. Cut it right down, stick it in your greenhouse because it needs to stay in somewhere warm, and just give it a while, keep it in there for a few weeks and just see what happens. Anyway, I managed to save it. These new shoots started to come, so I just saved it, and I managed to keep it for another year, but unfortunately this year it did die. And I don't know why. It grew quite well, and then for some reason it just died. I don't know why. I was watering it thoroughly. I don't know. They're very fickle. But yeah, apparently I have an established one in my border that I didn't even know was there because it was so strangled by all of the shrubs. So there you go. So yeah, that's what's been going on today. While I've been working, I've had my whole front and back gardens done. So that's all. They took away like 3, you know, the massive big square, what do you call them, like skip bags? They filled like three of those with all the debris. So that's that all done. It's nice to look out and just see it done like that. Gave my grass a final cut. So that should be it for the winter now. And tomorrow morning I've got my MRI scan finally. I didn't think I mentioned it in my video yesterday. I finally heard from the hospital, and I've got my MRI scan. Bearing in mind it was the 16th of July that I first went to the doctors with my neck pain, and we're now on the 17th of October today. Yeah. So by the time they take the scan, it will probably come back and they'll be like, there's nothing wrong with your neck, and I'll be like, well, there isn't now. It's like, ring me up when I'm 73. Miss Powell, your results are back and we found nothing wrong with your neck. And it'll be like, yeah, that's because I asked for it 30 years ago and I'm now an old woman. My package came, to show you the pretty packaging. How nice is that? It almost looks like gift paper, but it is plastic. But it does say on it, part of the divinely different packaging range, this mail bag is 100% recyclable and can be recycled at local carrier bag recycling stations. So, yeah, very nice. Anyway, something to look forward to. I had my belly bar arrive, finally. My perfume is still not here, but I have had another email update today from both the courier company and the perfume company saying that my perfume has now been shipped and it's on its way to me. And then the courier company contacted me to say that it's at the depot and they'll let me know when it's out for delivery. So who knows, maybe I will get it tomorrow. I'm not holding out hope, it'll probably be Monday, but it'll be nice if I do get it tomorrow because I've waited long enough. But oh, they've wrapped it all up in tissue paper. Isn't that lovely? Isn't it nice when people make that special extra effort when you order second-hand things? Look, they've put it in pink tissue paper. It's nice. It's just to keep it all protected. Aww. Little sticker on it. Just says thank you. Sorry, I haven't got my my main light on this evening, so it's a bit dark on the camera. But yeah, just a little thank you sticker, which is quite sweet. Right, let's have a look at this thing. You're probably not going to see it very well because I might have to put the big light on so that you can see. It's been folded. Look how nicely it's been folded. Isn't it nice when people make the effort? Some things you get on eBay, my goodness, I've had things arrive where I don't think they've even been washed and they stink of like stale fags and and they're covered in like dog hair, and I'm like, let's bung that in the wash on a 40. This is I can actually smell that that's clean from here. I could as soon as I open the tissue paper, I could smell that that was clean. It's really nice. Lovely material. Just a reminder, this is what the lady described as a coatigan. It's a cut, full length, long sleeved sort of cardigan stroke lightweight coat in black velvet. And I'm just hoping it is not going to be too long because I am quite a short person, so we'll see. I'm going to stand up so I can show you it. Oh, if I can get off the floor. Please feel free to laugh. Hold on. I'll get there. Get onto my knees first and then I can get up from there. Bear with me. Oh dear. Right. I'm up. So, let me turn the big light on and see if that helps. It probably will, won't it? That's marginally better. So yeah, as you can see, it is full length, all swishy. It's only got the one closure at the top here, just there. It's just got one tiny little button by the chest in a nice V line, and then it is full length sleeves, and yeah, it's just a big long velvet cardigan. And it actually has slits. This is one of the sides, and it's actually got slits. I think it's both sides actually. Yeah, know, has this one got a... Oh yeah, no it does. Yeah, both sides have slits. I would say it probably comes up to, the slits come up to about knee length. Yeah, I would say that that's just below, it's probably like just above the knee, I would say, the slits. It's a bit hard to tell without it being on, but yeah. I know you can't really see it very well like that, but that's basically what it is like. Now I'm going to hold it up against my shoulders and just see. I think I'm just going to get away with it. It is currently skimming my ankle, so I reckon once I've got a pair of boots on, I'll be alright. But it is quite a posh cardi, so it's one for sort of wearing, you know, maybe on a meal out, or I'll tell you what it would be really nice for is sometimes I go to my local auditorium and watch shows. I've been to quite a few in the last year. They had the one I really want to go see next time it is on is the Tina Turner one. But there's a lot of what do they call it? Like, not imitation. Teo, get down from there. Teo, down, please. Down. She's just looking at me like, what? Teo, down. Now. Hold on, guys. My cat has decided to jump up on my sideboard and I've got a candle burning. Can you get down, please? Now. Yes, thank you very much. Good girl. Yep. Thank you. Come here. What's this? What's this? What's this? Boop. You gonna come over and say hello? No, she's gone off. Sorry. But yeah, I've seen a Michael Jackson tribute. That's what I was thinking of, tribute, not whatever it was I said. Imitation, I think I said, tribute band. Yeah, I've seen a Michael Jackson one. He was really, really good. From a distance, he actually looked like MJ. Closest I'm ever gonna get to see him anyway, because I never actually got to see him in his lifetime, unfortunately. Who else have I seen? I saw an Elvis Presley tribute. That was a really good night. I saw a was it called Rock Heroes? I think I saw something called, was it Guitar Heroes? Or am I thinking of the game? I think it was called Rock Heroes, but it was basically a whole evening of different songs from different rock bands over the years, classic rock. But they just play songs from different bands, but amazing musicians. Who else did I see? It was Michael Jackson and I saw a Prince one. I also saw a Freddie Mercury one, and the best one I think was probably the David Bowie one. That was an amazing night. So yeah, if the same guy's ever back in town, I would definitely go watch him again. But yeah, I really want to see the Tina Turner one. But this cardigan would be great for like a theatre evening out. I'm not sure that I would wear it like all the time because I'd be worried about ruining the bottom. I'll have to see what it's like once I'm actually in my boots. I think I'm going to just get away with it, sort of just grazing my ankle. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll put it a little bit closer to the camera just so you can see the material. It's just that lovely velvet, nice soft velvet material. So there you go. Just wanted to show you that. And yeah, hopefully my perfume will come soon. I'm going to release another video this weekend. I need to apologise in advance because I think probably with how tired and doped up on medication I was last night, the video I issued last night, which was my reduced Halloween bits from Tesco, although that was released on the actual day, that was actually Thursday when I bought the stuff, and I released it then. I should have really left it, because I actually bought some Tesco Halloweeny bits before, and I filmed it, but I haven't got around to posting it. And then I should have really posted that first, because now when you watch that one, you're going to be like, hold on a minute, because there's things I talk about in that video that I now already have. So the next one I post, you'll just have to forgive me for it being the wrong way around, because I'm going to talk about things that I now have, like I talk about the ghost cushion and wanting it but not getting it, and now obviously I've got it. So but I did get a few other bits from Tesco, so I'm going to post it anyway, just so you can see what I got, but you're just, in case you're a bit confused thinking what on earth is she going on about, it should have been released before. So but yeah, I'll release that one. And yeah, this weekend I'm, apart from getting up ridiculously early for my scan tomorrow morning, I've got to be there at 8:30, and so I'm going to have to probably leave the house by 7:30, and bearing in mind that I had 4 hours sleep last night, and it is what, 9:45. I think I'm going to be hitting the hay in a minute, and trying to get some sleep, because I cannot oversleep for if I oversleep and miss this scan appointment, I'm not going to be happy with myself. They rang me this morning and I missed their call, and they were saying, oh, we're just checking in that you're still on for your appointment tomorrow. Can you call us back? Anyway, I tried ringing back on the number, and it said this is like a mainline number for the NHS, and it doesn't take incoming, like it doesn't accept inbound calls on it. And I was like, the person who left the voicemail didn't leave me a number. So I had to go through all the rigmarole of looking up the hospital, and then I went to the operator because I couldn't, it was one of those voice activated things where it's like, if you know the department you want to speak to in the hospital, please say now. And I think like MRI scanning comes under neurology. So I kept saying neurology, and it kept saying, did you mean? And then it was, I think it was like, it's like cancer ward or something. And I was like, no. So I ended up going through to the operator, and yeah, she got me through, but I basically just checked in with them and said, yes, I'm going to be there tomorrow, don't worry. So yeah, I better get some sleep. I'm kind of, do you know what, at this stage, I'm almost thinking like it's pointless having it, but I suppose for peace of mind, it's good to have it, because it will probably just confirm what I already know, which is that it was just a temporary trapped nerve, and it's getting better, and it should be fine. Fingers crossed that's all it was, and they don't find any sort of, I don't know, early stage arthritis or any other problems, because obviously I've already got spondylosis in my lower back, so let's hope that it's not anything else that is going to be progressive. But yeah, fingers crossed, guys. And yeah, the rest of the weekend I'm just going to spend chilling, because my mum has gone away for a couple of weeks, so she's toddled off to South America. She's visiting 3 different countries. I cannot remember which ones they are. They're very small. She did show me on a map. They're 3 small ones that are all like next to each other, so it'll be a case of just like hopping over the border to each one, and it's part of this like whole tour package thing. But yeah, her flight was today, so off she's popped over there. And although she messaged earlier saying I'm just boarding, and then she messaged saying, well, I'm here in Amsterdam, and I was like, I thought she was going to South America. I don't remember her saying she was going to Amsterdam, but I can only assume that she's having to get a flight from Amsterdam to South America. Maybe there wasn't a direct flight. It's probably a flight change, and then she's getting a hotel for the night, so she's just stopping overnight for this one night at Amsterdam. So I messaged her back and said, don't you go smoking anything. So yeah, so she's away for a few weeks, and yeah, so it's just me. So I'm probably going to just have a nice chill. I'm going to try to get out to the beach, actually, because I don't think I've been to the beach. Bearing in mind I'm like a 10-minute walk from it, I don't think I've actually been down to the beach since July. And we're now in October. It's one of them weird things, is like, I was raised in like inland and landlocked, in a landlocked county, and So going to the seaside growing up was always like a novelty. And then you move to the seaside and then you don't go to the beach. I was down there all the time when I first moved here because it was so exciting, and now times I sort of just forget half the time that I'm so close to it. But yeah, I really should get out, because apart from a walk that I had in the woods a couple of weekends ago, I haven't really gotten out. So I'm going to do my best to try and get some air. I mean, to be fair to myself, I've not really been very well, so that's why I've not really been out as much. But yeah, I think the last time I went down to the beach was when I actually had a proper swim, which was I say swim. I don't swim in the sea because I have an irrational fear of going in too deep. I won't go further than my knees, especially not in British waters, because I'll you see all these lovely Caribbean islands, don't you, where the water is like clear as anything and it's shallow for ages and you can see everything clearly. Well, here you can't. The water's murky, and once you're up to about knee level, you can't see. And there's all these things like floating around and touching your skin, and it freaks me out. And I've just got this irrational fear. I like to see what it is I'm standing on. And but I did brave it in July. I actually went down to my beach and I put my swimming things on, and I actually got in up to just below my waist. But by that point, I did start feeling a little bit panicky, and I was like, I'm not going in any further. But I really pushed myself, and then rather than, because I have to be careful with swimming with my back anyway. I shouldn't really swim. But I sort of dunked myself right down under up to my neck basically. I got my shoulders under so that I was fully immersed. So I thought, at least I can say I've been in the sea. And then I just sat on the shoreline letting the waves wash over me. And it was lovely just to sit in the sand, just having the waves sort of gently sort of push me back and forth, and it was just really nice. But yeah, that was July, and yeah, I haven't been down there since, so I think I'm going to go and do that. Well, I'm not going to get in the sea. Not now. It's too cold. But I will go and have a walk. I may have a paddle. It depends on what the weather's like. It's supposed to be not very nice in this week coming up. So if there's no rain or anything tomorrow, I might chance it, because it might be one of the last chances I get. So there we go. Nice chill. Thank you very much for watching. And I will... try and put this on over the weekend and give it a try, and if it's any good I'll let you know. I had to take back a couple of those dresses, you know the Temu video I did. Was it Temu or Shein? No, it's the Shein one. My Shein video that I did recently, I bought a few dresses and a few tops and like one of the jumpers was my little Halloween jumper that I'm wearing. But two of the dresses, the sparkly long black one, which I was gonna wear for sort of special occasions and Christmas and stuff, didn't fit me. So that went back, and the long brown, I had like a brown autumnal dress, that didn't fit me. I could barely get it on. I mean, it was the right size. I bought a big size, but the stitching and the cut of it, there was just no give, and it was really tight to sort of get in over your head and in your arm, because it was a full length sleeved dress, and trying to get your arms in, I was thinking, God, this thing's going to rip in a minute. Once I got it on, it then did fit okay, but to be honest, I felt so frumpy in it. I felt like I was wearing just a big brown shapeless paper bag, and it came right to the floor, but it was nothing like the picture. The model looked amazing in it, and I just felt like I was wearing this lumpy brown, like farmer's sack, like a grain sack. So that went back. So that was a bit disappointing really, but never mind, you have to try these things, don't you? So anyway, I hope you're all having a lovely weekend ahead of you, and I shall speak to you again soon, because I will be releasing another video over the weekend, so I hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, thank you all very much for your comments of late as well. I've really enjoyed the interaction, and it's been lovely for you to reach out and let me know your comments and your thoughts. So thank you very much for that. Take care, guys. Bye.